To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but there are a few conflated and confused things that's going around about the situation. So let's talk about them. 3 days ago, me and my family went to Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck. Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get his $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing. God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing. So again, it's in the hood. You play some music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other, if they didn't know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. Within that 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family's safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system. And even if we wanted to do it a different way, Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was the option that made the most sense. I've learned through this journey that sometimes it's deeper than the food, it's deeper than the marketing, it's deeper than the customer service. And this is one of those cases in my opinion. Sweetly Seasoned got a lot to figure out, and I thank God in advance that they do figure it out. The last thing I'm gonna touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary. Meaning, after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash. However y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement, but it's being misconstrued, and in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
I never said that. Regardless of what was going on behind the scenes, I felt on my heart to do what we did. So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion. I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. I pray in advance that everybody in the situation stays safe. That's my biggest concern. Thank you.
I mean, it's clear to me, it's clear to everybody else. Anybody that's watching is absolutely positively obvious of what's going on, and it's that they got greedy and they tried to finesse and they missed out on a big opportunity because they were short-sighted. And the son, the mama, and all of this stuff that's going on live back and forth. Look, at the end of the day, all of this stuff is going to die down, and it's going to wind up being whatever it's going to be as far as people forgetting about them or whatever. The people I actually feel sorry about is I was told that it was another business that was similarly, but not exactly similarly. It was a white business that was similarly named, and a bunch of people, as usual, jumping the gun, went out and left a whole bunch of reviews on a restaurant that wasn't even tied to them. And so now they're paying the repercussions or the issues that come along with it because, you got these chat warriors and these internet warriors that's not actually looking to understand, but because, it goes out to so many people, you can't expect people to do the right thing, right? Or to do research or to understand it or to, compare and contrast to make sure that they're leaving reviews on the right thing. But I mean, honestly, it's a simple, clear-cut case. The fact that that lady is still standing on business of doing what she's doing over a few dollars when she could have leveraged this opportunity to basically boom. I mean, the level of visibility, whether you like Keith Lee or you follow him or not, the level of visibility, I didn't even know who he was until he stopped doing Atlanta and he was saying what he was saying about Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not on TikTok like that. But the level of visibility and the marketing that he brought to you could not be understated. I mean, people will literally cut off their right arm in order to get the visibility for that. You complained about how it was slow, it was difficult. Your son got online and said, yo, and they petitioned and they got t-shirts made. And you prayed to God, and then he showed up. And then not only did he show up, but he showed out. And so he decided that he wanted to bless y'all with a huge tip to get y'all going, to get y'all started, to continue to pour into y'all. And y'all could sit here and, go back and forth with the semantics and the optics and all of that. But you basically torpedoed any opportunity that you had to really leverage this and do great things. And now people are recognizing you not for the food review that he did that said that you was good or your food was really, really good, but now they're identifying and they recognizing you based off of the fact that you finessed. You're more known for finessing than you are for the very thing that you say that you was groom your entire life for. And that's when I say that a lot of people, your character is the thing that will keep you when your talent is taking you places. And if you don't have the character to go with it, eventually you're gonna kill whatever it is talent that God has given you or whatever you honed your skills at, because then you're gonna fail. And you're gonna be more known for the finesse. And let's be clear, it was a finesse. It's absolutely a finesse. They took the money. He tipped $4,000. All right, and he didn't even speak about the fact that you didn't even continue to sell the food. He left another $900 for you to actually get free food out to whoever it is that came up to the food truck. He had already prepaid for everybody's food, and then the lady said, "Listen, after the third customer, go back to charging people because it's greed. It's pure greed." And you genuinely get more with honey than you do with vinegar. And people are so desperate to get a one off, to get a one hit, to hurry up. And so all it took was $4,000. $4,000, which is not even a lot of money. I mean, it could seem like a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things of what you could have possibly generated from what you was putting together. $4,000 absolutely took, that's all it took to unveil who you are. And so you got all of these people going back and forth. And it's a couple different things that I want to leave y'all with. The first thing is, again, I don't support people just because of the color of their skin. I support people because they doing good business. Right? Character is one of the number one things. I will take a person that got good character, but maybe not as much business sense, because I could teach you the business. You know what I'm saying? We could figure that part out, or we can surround ourselves with the people that we need as far as the hands that can tap into certain parts of the business in order to be great. But I can't teach good character. That's got to be in you. It's got to be in you. It's not of you. It's not something that you got to have that. That's not something that you should have to work hard at. Oh man, I got to figure out how to do the right thing. No, you got to do the right thing. And so, I don't support just because of something that you can't control, which is what you was born as. I support based off of the things that you can control, because life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. The other side of that is, yo, why can't, and then y'all gonna sit here and complain, oh, they'll never take care of the hood, they'll never come to the hood, they'll never get back or whatever. All right, you see what happened when he did? And so now people are starting to wake up to the reality that you can't just rock with everybody just because they everybody. You got to pick and choose and be very careful with who you align yourself with. And I rock with people based off of them doing good business, not whether or not they out here. And the fact that she's so stubborn and so ignorant and so narcissistic that she decided that she wanted to continue to stand on business and the wrong thing, and she continues to make this about them, the son out there finessing, her finessing. The son is a reflection of her. Where the father at? Who knows? God knows what. So it's $4,000. He had clear instructions, and anybody, Ray Charles could see and hear what he was saying. He said, listen, 1,000 to the barber, 1,000 to the girl that's in there, 2,000 for y'all. Now, if you wanted to split the 2,000 between you and your son, then that's cool. So $1,000 for everybody, $900 to make sure that everybody eat that come after me and make sure that you ain't charging them no money. And then blow up and then do good business and then leverage it. It was that simple, but you made it much more complicated, like we always do. And then we shoot ourselves in the foot, and then we going to blame the man for it, or we going to blame the system when it was your fault. You had an opportunity to do great things, and so it is what it is. And so I think that this capitalism, let capitalism take its course now. Because you didn't capitalize off of the opportunity, it's a strong possibility that you're going to fail or you're not going to have the success that you were supposed to have. And whatever it is that happens to you, you deserve it. Good or bad, it's all your fault. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. We're doing great things in there. Teej Hanley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. This is so unfortunate. I can't wait to read y'all comments and see what y'all thoughts are. And sometimes, and I see it more often than not, I see it right here on YouTube. People have a great opportunity in front of them. They can't see it, and then they try to double back after they missed it. That opportunity is gone. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.